Alright, it is time for day 8 of our Azurelands 0. So, we are getting towards the tail end of our run here. We're running a sniper build. We have Lilith DLC to do, and then we're just going to mass XP farm, and then do Digipeak for the rest of our day. And then tomorrow might genuinely just be our last day. I might just take most of the equipment we've accumulated and bump it up to OP10 when we get there to save ourselves a little bit of time on farms. I might also try to look for some actual farms to get some stuff without doing that as well. Probably will be a little bit of both. I also picked up this shiny doodad for a thumbnail, but I just wanted to look at it on stream and on video because look at it. It looks so nice. He did a really good job with the torgue stuff. I really do like the new torgue stuff. And also, we got a new patch. So, in this patch, here, let me make it smaller so I'm not blinding everybody. Apparently Terror's range is supposed to be smaller, I assume? Not sure, because it seems like it really applies to every enemy I've noticed. Fixed like the wind, so apparently this wasn't doing what it was supposed to, so hopefully this actually does dodge now. Oh, Terror was set to 0. Okay, so Terror wasn't slowing anybody at all, but now it should actually apply slow to enemies, so for melee build with Velocity and Terror, they'll probably just not move at all, basically. Torgue SMG stuff, Torgue Sniper Rifle stuff. Torgue Sniper Rifles are rebalanced. My small amount of trolling about them not being able to crit was heard. They can crit now. They can actually do crits, which is good. We want that. Unique Torgue SMG and Sniper have been added. Don't know where they are, but that they just exist. Primarily because, you make a new weapon class, you kind of want the weapon class to have a legendary or unique variant, but also just because it's a cool idea. So absolutely, hell yeah, let's go. And then that seems to pretty much be it for this patch, but decent amount of little stuff, a little bit of tunage, a little bit of fixing and addition. I'm going to be running sniper build today, still, either way, regardless of what we're doing, so most of that won't apply to us. Hello, invader ship. Do you have a crit spot? I know this is just like RK5, but like, I don't think they went through the effort of doing that because you only ever see these two. Their damage is good though. Trigger Grim, which will give us an incredible amount of ammo regen, just by the way. I guess I can just do ad clear until I get my action skill back for damage on ship. Yeah, it is pretty nice. The comparison of action skill versus not action skill is very, very noticeable for that. If only they had crit spots, I think I would just like absolutely shred them. There we go. And then yeah, we just kind of, if it's good enough for Pete, it'll be good enough for these guys. There we go. This is so nice. I don't know how much it would affect it. Apparently, I mean, probably not that much. But maybe Grim shouldn't be a percentile bonus to ammo regen based off stockpile. Maybe it should be a flat number value. Because I get this ammo back so fast. Or maybe it just needs to be reduced. I don't know. But it is basically unlimited ammo after first kill, which is very nice. But it's also basically unlimited ammo after first kill. I should use a rocket jumper. I can actually afford to do that with the critical ascension build, instead of like, not being able to do that, since swapping off snipers for some reason just instantly kills your CA. I understand it's to like encourage sniper only gameplay, but man, it feels real bad. You could just not make the stacks instantly go away. You could make them only apply to snipers, and then like, hey, it's not a problem. I'm not a big fan of how vanilla handles it. There's a lot of things that just kill your stacks. I'd be really curious about getting a chopper and then running a stockpile relic with it and seeing if we can just keep up with the ammo cost. Which actually, Stormbolter, now that I think about it, has very hefty ammo cost, but also Grim should theoretically regen about the same amount of ammo. Probably even more. Hold on. I'm just gonna get a kill skill somewhere and then try it. I gotta see the aggressive ammo regen. Okay. Look at that ammo regen and reserve. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's not as fast as our ammo expenditure, but like, man. That is silly. Maybe with the normal Stormbolter, that's only -5 ammo instead of 10. Such aggressive ammo regen. That's cool. But yeah, that could be a little strong sometimes, dependent on what you're doing. I should get a sniper damage relic too while I'm using this build. Just because, oh my goodness, it's zapping everything. And I don't even have a damage relic on. Okay, I was curious how much damage aggression relics can give right now, so I may or may not have spawned one in since I was sitting here just farming this vendor for 1,000 years and kind of just decided that I was over farming it for 1,000 years. An extra 73% damage. I don't know if it's additive or multiplicative because I don't know how aggression relics work. I know how elemental relics work, so like if I had an element, I'd prefer that probably. But I'm assuming that this is still a lot of extra damage on top of our lots of damage that we have. So you could use this for like bossing, which I probably will. But I'm going to use the Stig right now to move around. Uh-oh. Oh, this thing's super tanky. Well, that's gonna suck. Well, most of that missed. And there we go. Wait, does Grim work with rockets? Wait a minute. Grim works with rockets. Ooh. Wait a minute. So you're telling me at, like, what is this, level 10, 11, 12. At level 12, you can just basically have unlimited rockets for ad clearance stuff while progressing the game. Ooh, that's interesting. What's that, Talon? Mordecai fell down the old well again. Man, I need to get a Topnia again. I think that's the real answer here. BBFG. I could afford to use this. Also, that name sucks. Okay. But, cool. Unlimited BBFG. Maybe on a character that's like very crit based, this isn't as fun as it could be. But it's still kind of fun. I think I do wish I had a Topnia though. But still, seeing the ammo regen is fun. Since we're in DLC, I gotta farm Ghost. It's an obligation. Magazine size, minus to weapon reload speed. It's a little broken, but it has the spirit. Also, that's a lot of magazine size. Okay, well, there you go. We have this now. 53. Oh my goodness, it can almost hold the whole reserve. Kind of glad it can't, but like, wow. That's a dedication right there. The DLC mobs are so hateful. I know that having like, you know, mods installed that give enemies probably custom spicy weapons doesn't help. But just them in general, they just hurt. Oh no, it's Uranus. Goodbye. Crit damage. Oh, we got a drop. It's a grenade jumper. It's rubberized. What a horrible grenade jumper. Electric chair. You know what? Electric chair plus assassination would actually deal good damage, and also it would cause just a ton of slashes. Frankenstein. Oh. Is this strong? I guess we're gonna go find out.
Got a few things to take care of here. Head back to camp and check on Mordecai.
Okay. You got it. Frankenstein. Alright, Frankenstein might not be so good for these boys. Robots, though. We can test on robots. Also, is it hard locked to corrosive? It's not. I could have rolled it something else. Huh. Okay. Hello, Cassius. Goodbye, Cassius. Anti-infection could also be pretty funny for invis spam. Okay. I haven't even used the electric chair at all. I just immediately swapped it out. Oh, Mamba. Okay, interesting. What do you do? You just a really nice damage. Oh, it's corrosive and shock. Okay, we'll have to test it. Alright, Mamba. Oh, Mamba. Well, I mean, I'm invis and getting crits, so, like, of course that feels good. That feels nice. Hold on. Okay. I never clear this room, so I don't actually know what this room is like. Oh wait, Frankenstein might okay, Frankenstein farms hard. Okay, cool. So I just had a really bad use case for it, I guess. Alright. Well, now we know. This is fine. Everything is fine. Please. Okay, we're good. Anti-infection is kind of really strong. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. In comparison to probably just shooting this man in the mouth, I'm assuming that I just do way more. Hold on. Okay. I'll just go for boars. I'm kind of having a hard time landing crits on his giant dumb face. Oh, that's because its crit spot is actually not in the same place as the marker for his crit spot. That's why I was aiming for that instead. This makes sense. Okay. I did that to myself. There we go. Okay. Might have handled that fight a little poorly, but it didn't matter. We're good. Oh, this mod has the hold X to pick up all on that. Oh, I forgot that this was the mod for that. That's so good. I want every mod to implement that. Actually, I just want Gearbox to implement it, because why is that not a thing? They had to learn from the first Iridium pile they made that, like, holding X to pick up is what people want to do there, because they had to patch that in. So you'd think they would have just done it again, but I guess it's been a while. Also, there is no cutscene. There is only post-credits cutscene, which is nice. Alright. And now we get to fight Hatterax. Shout out to Kunai. Please. No. I should be using a conference call. Alright, let's try this again. Hey, it worked. Crazy. Alright. Probably use conference call or like something else. Alright, what did we get for our trouble? A lot of stuff. Okay. Well, the disintegrator. What? I don't... We'll find out. I'll shoot somebody with this. The hard carry, okay, cool. Another RNEP, which is just a ×3 torgue launcher, and an easy mode. Anything else that I missed? No? Okay. Well, I'll have to shoot a guy with this too. But let's go turn in quest. Okay, no legendary from this quest turn in. That's totally fine. What do we want to do for XP? I think we're just going to commit crimes for XP, realistically. But also, what does the disintegrator do? Kind of just good for dotting? Here, let's make it fire so that we can see what it feels like properly. I mean, it's a guaranteed dot. If that's all it is, then cool. If it's something else, then I haven't noticed it. But okay, there we go. Alright, just a little bit of crime at a time. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh hey, it's the new Torgue legendary sniper. The BFG 50. Oh, I give it so much mag size because I'm playing Zero. It's supposed to have 1 mag, but we just buff the crap out of it. Okay, so this is just a really high damage, slow firing sniper? Hold on. That reload is nice. Doesn't deal self-damage. Splash is pretty decent. Hold on, this thing might just be filthy on Zero. Let me find a buddy. Oh, that's a very strong buddy. It's a very dead buddy. Okay. Well, this might be my new friend now. Maybe it needs crit spots to work better because I'm playing Zero, but like, you know, still. That's pretty nice. Either way. Let's go back to farming. There we go. Okay, we're good. So, we only have 2 points. 18% chance to dodge seems pretty good, though, compared to dot reduction. But also, dot reduction is pretty good. Is that a hyper beam? Ooh, I really like the hyper beam. maybe I reload one more time to get a level 80 kill going, so that we can go ahead and get a level 80 version of the BFG and the Hyper Beam then. Alright, so a redeeming Hyper Beam. So Redemption Sleeve is a really high damage part on rockets, so absolutely. And a BFG. Alright, well, there we go. Now we just have absurdity in the forms of a Hyper Beam and a BFG. Okay, so at level 80, here is our build: Predator, Critical Ascension, Killer, One Shot, Boar, Scout, at 1, Locked On, Focus, Proficiency, Deathmark, Grim, Assassination, Rising Shot, Preparation, Follow Through, and Death Blossom, Bushido, Execute, Fearless, Killing Blow, and 2 points to Innervate. Should be pretty good. Even if we weren't using just a sniper build, if I swapped to like any other gun build, we're basically still set. Because we're buffing like every gun-related thing ever. So yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and put that sniper on, and let's go talk to Uranus.
And I disappear, a ghost amidst the combat, preparing to strike.
Okay, on crit, that thing goes crazy, though. A strong desire to just use my infinite rocket launcher ammo.
Unworthy opponents. Bow to my weaponry. Assassins never die.
Well, that's gonna kill me. Welcome to level 80, I guess. Kind of want an absorb. AT event. It's just a big old glob, huh? And it gets bigger as it flies? With seemingly a max size. Okay. B rated? Yeah, it's just a goopy gun. Okay, goopy gun, I respect. Ah. What? Why? Okay. That's horrifying, but sure. Oh. A taser. But it's... Oh, it's Onyx. Okay. It seems high damage. I'm gonna try to use it. Okay. Go. Random stuff. It literally just spawns like one of everything.
Weakness is now known to me. Time to go to work.
White snake? I did get a thumper version of it, which brings the fire rate down a lot. Oh, it's an orc. Hold on. Oh. Oh, it's a giga orc. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm not gonna sit and try to stack that, but that's cool. I'll hold on to it. Oh. Alucard. Health returned on kill. Returns a portion of your health after each melee kill. Okay, so that's cool. Chilled Helper exists, so I don't know if I'll use that, but I'll hold on to it because it's a pearl. Hey, Chilled Helper. Welcome on in, buddy. I'm getting a lot of class mods, which is nice. Upgrading my comms is a good idea. But no shield.
For a sonata that I will conduct.
Maybe I just buy a random shield from the vendor and we just kind of send it. Okay. Looks like this is going to be our setup. I'm gonna get this taser out of here. Probably just keep a grog on for the passive healing if we ever need it in a bad spot. If I had a crit damage relic, I would wear that over a sniper, maybe. But otherwise, I think, yeah, this is just kind of it. Same old sniper build, just now with BFG. Now for Digipeak, well, we're doing this because we can, basically. That's the entire reasoning, the entire logic behind it. OP levels can take a little while to get. Expediting a couple of them wouldn't hurt. And I have a BFG, so how bad can it get? I have spawn multiplier on. It is technically more damage to one-shot, one-kill everything. But man, is it annoying to do on controller. Hold on. It's still pretty bad on keyboard and mouse. But it's funny. No, come here, coward. Okay. Well, there's one OP level. Oh. A shattered cannon tier. That does an insane amount of damage. Interesting. Maybe. Please. Oh my goodness, that was so bad. Okay, so hybrid tier is pretty crazy. Maybe I just use this from now on. Okay. So we just look out for hybrids of that from now on. Also, free Stormbolter. We're good. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, there we go. Also, I do like that you get free stuff during peak from random chests. It is pretty nice. That's so dumb. Okay. Binary. Oh, barely, but that was beautiful. Binary should be a non-issue, right? Just kunai body. Shoot. Right there. What are you doing? Stop. Please. Damage the boss a little too much. It puts it in rotation, I guess. And you're good. The error. What do you do? Oh, it does a singularity before it gets explosion? That's pretty neat. Okay. Okay, do I have any volunteers? That explosion doesn't seem very big. And it popped a shield. Okay, so that might need a little bit of a buff. Which is funny because it looks like it does a ton. Alright. Kind of unfortunate, but whatever. We'll keep moving. There we go. Another one down. Yeah, even if we miss the boar, we can still just fry dudes. Oh. This is a roid shield without a capacity. Does that work? I guess it must, because they made it, so surely. Okay. Well, that's interesting for later use. Okay, okay. Yeah, it doesn't work with Fearless. This is a not big issue, but like it's a thing to keep in mind. Maybe that'll get one capacity in the future and then have permanent minus shield recharge on it. I don't know. There we go. We take those. The Juggernaut. Max health, shield capacity, health regen thing. Still very cool. Don't know if we'll use it on Zero here, but very nice. Alright, there we go. Only one more and then we're done here. Although the farm is nice because it's pearls. And it doesn't take very long with the grenade jumper. Speaking of pearls, where did mine go? Oh, there it is. The Flesh Ripper. Is this a saw bar? Oh, it's one of these. Ooh, okay, cool. Alright, I will have to use that. I thought that said decadent. I thought it said decadent. Oh my god. How big is my health bar? Wait a minute. Oh, my health bar is 7.4 mil. Wait. Is that just because I'm going up OP levels and you made the health bar scale with OP levels? Or is my health just like that at level 80? Hold on. Let me finish this fight. There we go. Final binary down. I should probably go refarm the tier. Well, sorry, the Shattered Cannon into a tier. That would be, like, one of the best choices I could make. And we got an OP9 White Snake for it. Alright, cool. That's a pile I dropped. But yeah, OP9 White Snake actually has a good fire rate on this one. Let me get the effect and then shoot it because I assume it'll be even more insane. Yeah. Yeah, this is ×2. Okay, yep, that's pretty dumb. Okay, so immediate thought. What if I took the Flesh Ripper and just immediately fought Terra? Just like no preparation, no warm-up, no nothing. Just run the killer calm, run this, run the build we're running. You just kind of go do it, because I feel like this thing is pretty strong. It looks strong. Go away, Terra. Yeah, that seems pretty nice. Now, excuse me while I get bodied real quick. Yep, that'll do it. Okay. But cool, that's damage. Alright, so that kind of worked a little bit. That's pretty funny. You know what? Juggernaut. I feel like that's enough healing to almost just make me not have so many issues with being hit. Okay, he could totally still down me if he wanted to. It's not quite enough healing to get above health gate before his second swipe would hit if he decided to do it. Okay, so pretty lazy fight, which is pretty nice. Yeah, just wearing a Juggernaut with the health regen on it is almost enough to keep you above health gate without having to swap to Grog for backup healing. If you really feel like you're going to get hit twice, just swap to Grog and that seems to mostly cover you. That's pretty nice. That's very, very nice. And that's without dodge chance or like much else. Well, might as well go back to binary and do a little bit of farming for the rest of the day. I know I'm gonna want to go ahead and just bump the tier, because using the tier is just really, really nice, and I know I would farm one out anyway. It would just take forever. So I'm just gonna bump it, because why not at this point? Alright. So I went ahead and bumped up all of our class mods. I also bumped up a couple of items that I don't exactly want to re-farm. The Babe. So Babe Ruth. Oh, it's a Battlefront gun. Or sorry, a Battlefield gun. Okay. Is there a benefit to this? Is it just really high damage? By comparison, not seemingly. Oh, come on. Oh. Nice. I mean, that crit's pretty nice. What is it? Does it get more damage, more bullets per, like, during flight? It looks like more bullets during flight. I'm trying to land a crit, but I'm also trying not to get just bodied right now. Okay, he's a little awkward to use, but he's got the spirit. Okay. Yeah, I don't know exactly how to use this, but I'm assuming it's actually, like, not bad if you learn. Garrus? Dot's kind of high. Well, actually, is it? Let's just go shoot a guy. Hey, buddy. I mean, I'm not 100% sold on this item, but maybe on someone else, this would probably feel good. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, nope, that still farms. I just needed to be invis and land my shots. Okay. Yeah, I bumped our pigeon, and I also... Our pigeon. I bumped our mamba, and I might have done some other stuff to it. It still seems to be kind of decent, so that is good to know. Okay, so yeah, we've got a couple more things we need to farm out. Not enough time to really do it today, but it will get done. Don't know if we only have 1 day left or 2 days left. We'll kind of just have to see. There's so many shiny objects, and I like all the shiny objects, so I'd love to test them all. This is kind of a good problem to have. There's just so much cool stuff. You could do so many runs of Azurelands. You could do so many different things with different stuff. Like, the sniper is really good for snipers, but also, like, if you had an infinity or something like that in this mod, you could use it with this. It's insane for crit builds in general anyway. Slayer of the Seraphs, if you want, like, a half tank, half damage build, seems to be what that's good for. Like, Son of Crawcom, a little bit of melee stuff, but also dot wiping with invis, but also assassination, which is good for everything. Some crit stuff, a little bit of slowing down of enemies. Don't know if I'd really use that for too much. Adventurer, if you just want to run fast, because, like, at max level with grade 5, 74% move speed is insane. Maybe some TDR throw stuff with proficiency. Maybe slowing enemies down. Extra reload speed here would help with the TDR stuff as well if you wanted to do that. Fearless, Terror, like, there's There's just stuff. Everything that has like a minor nuance of why you could theoretically use it. There's so many items, like I already have this many pearls, but I'm sure there's more. There's almost certainly more, considering there are pearl relics and pearl shields and stuff. So I don't know how many days we have left of this, but there's a lot of stuff to do. I might want to do allegiance runs of Azurelands in the future. I always say that, and then I end up playing other mods and getting distracted for a while. But after we get through all the characters, probably would end up doing that, because there's just a lot of stuff. There's just so much stuff to really like just sift through and try, and I will never get through it all. There's hybrids that roll. I mean, some of these aren't technically hybrids. They're just like legendaries with gemstone skins on them, like these two are. But like, there's just a lot of stuff. So much stuff to get through. And we will probably get through it eventually. Maybe not before BL4 comes out realistically though. But in the future, it will get poked and prodded at until we get through at least a good majority of it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Day 8.